All right, Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.
Before we begin, of course, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. We also want to give double honors unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the men who rule well, the men who taught us the truth of the Holy Scriptures, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Also, Shalom, Wabarakim, peace and blessings unto the elect of Israel, those of you who are allotted mercy, those of you who will be allotted mercy, And basically, I just wanted to make this video to answer two questions that people who are just coming into this faith, might have, because, like it's prophecy in Ezekiel 37 when it comes down to the sign, all right, that the Israelites would ask, what thou meanest by these, roughly paraphrasing to Ezekiel 37, because when you look at the 12 tribes sign, you see the children of Israel and you see what tribe they belong to, and that chart is according to prophecy, okay? The things that the information on the chart came from the scriptures, and it's according to prophecy. It wasn't just made up, all right? It's according to what's in the Holy Bible, okay? And living in Esau's kingdom, we're taught certain things that aren't true, all right? We're taught different types of lies, all different types of manners of lies, all right? So when you see the 12 tribes sign and you see Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, some people might say, oh yeah, that sounds right, but there's other people that don't have that mindset because of something else they were taught, okay? They might have been taught some bullshit genealogies about the Native Americans come from this line and all this other stuff that isn't true, all right? Well, pretty much the two main questions that we're going to answer is, why don't we all look alike, and why do we hate each other, okay? Because those are the two main questions, that you get asked. A Latino might come up, oh, okay, we're the same race as the so-called Negroes, but why don't we like each other? Or a so-called whatchamacallit, or a so-called Native American, they'll be like, oh, how are we the same people? And different questions like that. Well, it's all contained within the Holy Scriptures, all right? Because some people have the question, why don't we all look alike? Because a lot of us do actually look alike. We might be of different tribes, but we still look alike, somehow, some way, just lighter versions of each other, so to speak. Well, it's in the Scriptures. We're going to get it. All right, so we're going to start off with the first question. Why don't we all look alike? Go ahead and get Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
This is, Deuteronomy chapter 28. You want me to start at verse 1 and then jump to it?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Yeah, so if we listen to the Heavenly Father, and what then give 15, if we listen to what the Heavenly Father told us, okay, we kept his commandments and didn't go off to, which we did end up going off, we would be blessed above everybody, all right? We would be above everybody, okay? So get verse 15.
Same chapter, jumping down to verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a whole list of curses that befell us as a nation, okay? All of us suffer the curses, all right? Of course, now we're in the time where, every single curse doesn't apply to us right now, because we're in the time now, coming back to our nationality, that we're coming back we're coming back to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right? There was a point in time where we couldn't even pray to the Lord, but now we're coming back to him, okay? So we're going to get one of the curses, and it's one of the reasons why we don't look alike. One of those reasons, okay? So go ahead and get verse 64.
All right, same chapter, Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
64.
You don't want the...
We're getting that one after.
Oh, okay.
So get 64 right now.
Okay. So like Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Yep, so the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, scattered us amongst all these different nations, okay? All right, keep reading, finish it out.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even to the other.
Yeah, so we were scattered amongst all these different nations, all right? And one thing that happens when we're scattered among these different nations is that we end up intermingling with the people of that nation. And what ends up happening is that our look begins to fade away, all right? The spirit of an Israelite, as long as it's a man, all right? As long as it's a man that's putting his seed in whichever woman he wants, all right? As long as it's a man child that keeps on as long as it's a male that keeps on spreading the seed and keeps on bringing back more males and bringing back more Israelite men and women, all right, primarily men, because men carry the seed line, those are still Israelites. The Israelite spirit keeps coming back down here, all right, but the look of the Israelite is changed, okay? The example we use all the time is Blake Griffin. His father is really dark skinned, he's really light skinned, and his son is even lighter than him. Looks damn near like an Edomite, pretty much.
A Levite.
Yeah, he's a Levite, you know, but he looks like an Edomite. That's just one example. Did you finish it up?
Yeah, finish it out. It says, let's read it again. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what happened to us. We were scattered to these different nations, you know. Now you have Israelites amongst these different nations that look like the heathen, and they're out there worshiping other gods like the heathen, you know. But but depending on their spirit, they're Israelites. You have Israelites in China, Japan, India, all these different countries, amongst all these different nations. You have Israelites within the so-called Arabs, the Ishmaelites, they're really called the Ishmaelites. All right, that's who they go back to. You know, we have our people everywhere, and they don't look like. Some of them don't have that typical look. Some of them might look like a Chinaman and all that. You know, a so-called Japanese, an Ammonite, or a Moabite. Okay, get Hosea 7 and 8. That's one of the reasons why we all don't look alike. You know, there could be a man from the tribe of Judah that looks like a Moabite. You know, it's possible. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8.
Yep, and this is another reason why we don't look alike. All right, this is more so pertaining to the northern kingdom right here. Go ahead.
It says, Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
Yeah, Ephraim is representative or indicative of the northern kingdom, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans. And this prophecy holds true, man. You can clearly see it, all right, on the face of the northern kingdom, man. All right, go ahead.
Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
Yeah, Ephraim hath mixed himself among the people, man. Okay, he's mixed himself amongst these other nations. Go ahead.
Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Yeah, and what you get from that is what? When you take a cake and you bake it, all right, one side that's on the hot part is going to be what? Darker, and the other side is going to be way lighter. Way lighter, significantly lighter. And that's exactly how it is with us, man. All right? With the northern kingdom, all right? You know, I said us because, you know, from the northern kingdom, and what? We tend to be lighter than our brothers, man. All right, the majority of, well, I ain't gonna say the majority, but a lot of us right now, all right, don't have our typical look, man.
We lost it.
Yeah,
the hot part of the pancake is Judah, and the lighter part is Ephraim.
There you go, man. You know, pretty much, because what you see, you know, Judah, even Judah didn't, you know, some brothers, you know, might believe it. Some brothers say so that even the southern kingdom doesn't have their complete original look as well, you know. But the point is that that the northern kingdom, you know, you can see it, man. A lot of them are Israelites. A lot of them look like heathens, but they're Israelites, man. Clearly, you can clearly tell from their spirit, man. You know, but they're what? They're lighter, all right. And you can see Gad and Reuben, man. A lot of them are really, really light. Okay, they don't have any type of woolly hair, you know, but they're still Israelites nonetheless.
And vice versa. You might have a Jake, or who has the outer appearance of a Jake, but truly in the inside, his spirit, his essence, it could be that of an Edomite.
Yep. Oh yeah, facts. Yeah.
As well as the other heathen nations.
Exactly. All right. Now I'm gonna answer the other question, because those are the you know, two main scriptures. All right, that you can really, you know, the milk that you can take and digest it, man, for you to understand. Oh, that's why not all the tribes look alike, man. All right. Not even all the northern kingdom tribes look alike, you know. And but what the point is that this is the basics, man. All right, that's the reason why the northern kingdom is so light. Because sometimes you have people of the southern kingdom that are like, all right, yeah, they're cool and all that, but why don't they look like us? You know, and there's a reason why, man. Because of what? Our own disobedience. All right. Now we're gonna answer the question: why don't we all get along? Go back to Deuteronomy, because what? Ultimately, it all goes back to Salakia. The reason why we don't get along, it's within the scriptures. All right. One of the curses that befell us, and ultimately we didn't get along during the time of kings. Okay, well, that's when the split happened, but we're not going to get into that one because it's a little bit more deeper, and it would make the lesson a lot longer. So go ahead and get Deuteronomy 28 and 54, and then after that go to Zechariah 11, because ultimately it was of the Lord's doing that we split, but it was also of the Lord's will that we come back together in these times. That's why you see the 12 tribe sign. That's why you see the tents of Judah being raised up first. That's why you saw the elders out here bringing all the tribes back together. You see the tribe breakdown that came out many years ago. You know, you see the elder apostles teaching that we're all the Israelites. You know,
even amongst the whole nation of Israel as well. You got so-called black and brown pride.
Yeah.
They do it out of ignorance, but really it's spiritual.
Yeah, it is all spiritual. Because the same way how, hey, man, we're on the right-hand side, we're uniting, and, hey, the 2/3 uniting too, man. You know? So, like, go ahead, though. Get Deuteronomy 28.
Back in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54.
Yep, it's one of the curses that befell us. Go ahead.
It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Yeah, that's right. So what? That means that we would have an evil eye towards our brother. That's not only between the northern and southern kingdom, but between all the tribes. You know, the tribes, the tribe of Judah beefing with the tribe of Judah, all right, within themselves, beefing with all these other tribes. The northern kingdom beefing with each other, fighting against each other, killing each other, making up gangs to kill each other, for no reason. No real logical reason anyway. All right, that's why we all don't get along, man. Because you got some people out here talking about, oh, but the Latinos, they hate us. And it's like, well, I mean, it's a curse, man. What do you expect? It's the curses that befell us, man. All right? And most of us don't even get along within our own tribe. Not speaking about the brothers, but talking about the 2/3, man. For example, the Zebulonites don't like Zebulonites, but they're from the same tribe. That's just the curse that befell us. We don't like each other. When I say we, I'm talking about the nation of Israel, the ones that's still under that. That's still living in that ignorance. But you say something?
Yeah, if I could ask something real quick. That's because the brother mentioned that sometimes they be hating each other for literally no reason. And it seems like that because really it's a type of spirit the Lord, a curseful, an evil spirit that the Lord put on our people as a curse, to reprove us. Because even with, look at Saul and King David, It even mentioned in the scriptures that that eye of Saul turned evil against David, roughly paraphrasing.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Like a Rehoboam and Jeroboam. It's just certain spirits over. Yeah, it seemed like almost nothing. Because the Lord put the spirit on us. It was a heavy curse on our people. Just to not like, to look at your own brother, one of your own nation, to hate him for for literally no reason or something petty. It's a disease, man.
It's an evil
disgusting.
spirit. Come on, like a Zechariah book, 11 and 14.
Mm-hmm. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
You hear that? Judah represents Judah, Benjamin, Levi, the southern kingdom. All right, and Israel represents the northern kingdom, the northern tribes, Ephraim on down to Issachar. The brotherhood between us was broken. All right, but now what do you see? You see the tribes coming back together. If you can get that too, in
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah, I know there's a lot. Get whichever one you want. Go with the spirit.
Okay.
That pretty much, the tribes coming back together. That's something that's happening right now. You got one in mind already?
Jeremiah.
All right, go ahead.
So like it's in 55.
Which one are you looking for?
It's the one where it talks about Babylon.
Nah, I'm gonna get one.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 11 and 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. No, we're just gonna get this one.
Okay.
Close out. The Salakia, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. And that's exactly what's going on today, man. All right, where there's the enmity between the tribes is pretty much gone, man. Well, it's talking about Salakia, more specifically between the hopeful elect. All right, the 2/3, some of them still hate each other. A lot of them still hate each other. We're not worried about them. We're talking about the hopeful elect. All right, coming back to the fold. All right, there's no more hatred between the tribes amongst the brethren. All right, so Lord willing, this video was edifying. With that, we want to give all praises going on to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, the men who rule well, the men who taught us his truth, and Shalom, Barak, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.